I loved hearing about your favorite facts from World War I, and I'm excited to share them with everyone else. The first one we have is that 12 million letters were delivered to the front lines each week. And it's pretty obvious because they didn't have cell phones then, so their main means of communication was writing letters. And these guys, these soldiers, lived in trenches for months at a time, so that was really their only way to get in touch with their families. Towards the end of the war, some of the trenches did have electricity, so some of the officers would have telephones and radios, but those were mainly just for wartime purposes, for communicating in battles and things like that. The second one is that 20 million people died in this war. They called it the war to end all wars because it was just so devastating and so many people lost their lives. They thought that there would never be another war like it, but they were wrong because just 20 years later, World War II broke out. The third fact that you shared is that plastic surgery was invented during World War I, and that's true, and it was because so many new weapons were produced during World War I, and these new weapons were so devastating and caused major disfigurement. And the use of chemical warfare, mustard gas, chlorine gas had never been used before, and it caused acid burns on faces and on the bodies of the soldiers. So doctors had to come up with solutions to try and help these soldiers after they came back, and that's how plastic surgery was developed. Number 4 is that the youngest British soldier was 12 years old. His name was Sidney Lewis, and he lied to the army recruits and said that he was 18. And because he was tall and he was big for his age, they let him in. So whether they knew he was young or not, and they just turned a blind eye, we don't know. But he actually fought in the Battle of the Somme in France, and he was only returned because his mom sent his birth certificate to the army and demanded that he be sent home. So he actually was. Last but not least is the Christmas Truce of 1914. Several of you actually said that this was the most interesting fact that you found about World War I. So I'm going to link to a YouTube video about the Christmas Truce so you can learn a little bit more information about it. I'm going to link to a quizzes as well that's going to cover some of the information from the Gallipoli campaign, that was the video you saw yesterday, and the Battle of Verdun. So you're going to need to rewatch those and watch the one about the Christmas Truce and the Battle of the Somme. So I'm going to link to that as well. That's all you have for history today. Bye, guys.